What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Bold and the Beautiful 24 official channel. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button today. Let's get started. The secret plot between Thomas and Daphne could destroy Hope and Carter's relationship. Carter and Hope's fragile relationship could be destroyed by the scheming of Thomas and Daphne, who are widely believed to be working together. The Bold and the Beautiful tease that Thomas Forrester is on his way back to Los Angeles and has one thing on his mind. Carter Walton stands in the way of his desire to regain Hope Logan. Thomas might need help to break this seemingly happy couple up. That's where Daphne Rose might come in. Daphne has the hots for Carter, and she has not made it a secret that she wants to see more of him. The only issue is that he is still faithful to Hope despite being in a relationship. Thomas could get Daphne to help him break up Hope and Carter so that he could win her back. That would be a win-win for Daphne, as she has wanted to jump on Carter for quite some time. Thomas and Daphne's covert relationship. The Bold and the Beautiful reveal that Thomas and Daphne could have made a secret pact to destroy Carter and Hope's relationship in Europe. It seems like it can't be a coincidence that Daphne suddenly upped her flirt game with Carter once Thomas set his sights on returning to Los Angeles. They could have planned something. If Daphne works her magic with Carter, she might have a chance at a romance with him. That would free Hope for Thomas. The last we heard, Thomas was living in Paris with Paris Buckingham and Douglas Forrester. As his luck would have it, that's the same place Daphne lived in. They could meet and devise a strategy to end Hope's relationship with Carter without much effort. Thomas's purpose. The Bold and the Beautiful reveals that Thomas's ultimate objective is to win over Hope and split Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan up. The devotion that Thomas has to Hope cannot be denied. She is his dream girl and he always wanted a relationship with her. The emotions of Hope were a little bit more complicated. Despite her love for him, she never felt a romantic connection until recently. But now she does. There's no telling how she'll feel when she sees him again. The Bold and the Beautiful reveal that Thomas' return will cause chaos for two couples on the CBS soap opera. He might return to his dark side. If he does, it could get messy for Hope and Brooke. Thomas returns, Deacon suspects, Ridge's deception. The Bold and the Beautiful suggest some curveballs. From August 18th to September 5th, fans can expect the ground to be laid out for Thomas Forrester's return. Deacon Sharp gets suspicious of Sheila Carter Sharp. Also, Ridge Forrester keeps a secret. Deacon Sharp suspects. Let's start with the week of August 18th, when Deacon starts to believe that Sheila is doing something. Of course, his mind won't go to Luna Nozawa. However, he could start to pick up on clues. If Sheila keeps talking about Luna like she deserves yet another chance, everyone might get suspicious. Luna Nozawa's sin. At Will Spencer's party, Luna has made a secret appearance. She is the waitress who has been serving them drinks throughout the night, but nobody knows it. Luna is going to make sure that Electra Forrester ends up feeling betrayed. It might be Luna herself who ends up in bed with Will, although that could put her freedom at risk. Meanwhile, Ridge keeps a secret from Taylor Hayes. She knows that Ridge saved Brooke Logan from drowning. However, she doesn't know about the kiss or the promise. There could also be a secret kiss between Ridge. Week of August 25, 2025. During the week of August 25th, fans can expect things to get harder for Ridge as he deals with deceiving Taylor. Despite the fact that the woman is in charge of all wedding planning, I have a feeling that she is concerned that Ridge may once again be leaning toward Brooke. Hope Logan will update Carter Walton. However, she could have some hesitation about marrying Carter after all the reconnecting she's done with Liam Spencer. The Bold and the Beautiful next 3 weeks. During the week of September 1st, the groundwork should be laid for Thomas's return. Atkinson confirmed his comeback, but fans won't see him on screen until September. There is also the situation with Luna attending Will's promotion party. The young woman made sure to drug Will at his own party. Even though he is hanging on to Electra Forrester, something could separate them by the end of the party. Will gets confused the next morning, but he isn't freaked out or alarmed. However, what happens when the truth comes out about Luna? Will there be consequences for Will? What happens when he realizes that the woman he slept with wasn't Electra but Luna? The Bold and the Beautiful tease that the fragile foundation of Hope Logan and Carter Walton's romance may be shaken to its core, for whispers from Paris suggest that Thomas Forrester has been weaving a covert alliance with Daphne Rose, and if that rumor proves true, then everything Hope thought she knew about love, trust, and her future could come crumbling down. Because Thomas has never truly let go of his obsession with Hope, and though he once left Los Angeles vowing to put distance between them, to grow as a man in Paris while raising Douglas Forrester and attempting a relationship with Paris Buckingham, his heart never strayed from Hope Logan, his so-called dream girl, and now with Carter standing as the one obstacle between him and the life he craves, Thomas may be ready to embrace his darker side again, calling on Daphne to be his partner in crime, for Daphne has long made her attraction to Carter no secret, openly lusting after him in ways that Hope has noticed but brushed off as meaningless flirtation. Yet with Thomas back in her ear, Daphne could turn harmless flirting into something more dangerous, deliberately undermining Hope's trust in Carter while positioning herself as the seductive alternative Carter didn't realize he was vulnerable to. And what makes this scenario even more intriguing is that Daphne just so happened to be in Paris at the same time as Thomas, which raises the possibility that they have already been laying the groundwork for this scheme. Overseas, meeting in cafes and whispering about how to dismantle Carter and Hope's so-called happiness, how Daphne could lure Carter into compromising situations that might be exposed at just the right moment, how Thomas could then swoop in to comfort Hope and remind her of their connection, and how each of them would walk away with exactly what they wanted, Daphne with Carter, Thomas with Hope. A twisted win-win born from manipulation, timing, and the willingness to destroy lives to get what they want. But the soap never thrives on one storyline alone, and while Thomas and Daphne's plotting simmers, other storms gather on the horizon, such as Ridge Forrester keeping a guilty secret from Taylor Hayes after saving Brooke Logan from drowning, a moment that ended not just in relief but in an impulsive kiss and a whispered promise Ridge has yet to confess, leaving Taylor unknowingly planning a wedding while the man she loves wrestles with his lingering devotion to Brooke. And this duplicity could come to light just as Hope begins to second-guess her future with Carter, especially once Liam Spencer, freshly emboldened by Bill Spencer's push to fight for Hope, re-enters the triangle with renewed intensity, reminding Hope of their history, their daughter Beth, and the possibility of rebuilding their family. So while Carter believes he is solidifying his future, forces are aligning on every side to tear it apart, from Daphne's temptations to Liam's confessions to Ridge's doubts about the engagement's authenticity, and adding yet another explosive element is Deacon Sharp, who starts growing suspicious of Sheila Carter's curious defense of Luna Nozawa, for Sheila has been oddly insistent that Luna deserves a second chance, though Deacon doesn't yet realize it's because Luna has already crossed lines at Will Spencer's promotion party, where she showed up in disguise as a waitress and deliberately spiked Will's drinks until he was too intoxicated to recognize danger, maneuvering him into a compromising backroom encounter that leaves him waking the next morning confused, disoriented, and haunted by half-formed memories of a masked woman he cannot identify, a plot point that not only threatens to blow up Will's new romance with Electra Forrester, but also has the potential to spiral into a scandalous paternity twist should Luna end up pregnant. And as if that weren't enough, the weeks ahead, spanning August 18th to September 5th, will see all these threads begin to knot together, with Thomas's impending return shaking Hope's emotions, Carter sensing but not fully grasping that Daphne's attention is too pointed to be innocent, Ridge grappling with his secret betrayal of Taylor, Deacon inching closer to realizing Sheila is covering for Luna, and Hope standing in the middle of a storm where her faith in Carter is tested by Daphne's machinations. Her heart is pulled toward Liam by his father's urging, and her vulnerability is exploited by Thomas's relentless pursuit. So if the secret pact between Thomas and Daphne really exists, then it may destroy Carter and Hope's relationship in ways that no one saw coming, not just through seduction or betrayal but through the careful dismantling of trust and the reopening of old wounds, leaving viewers bracing for the inevitable chaos when truth collides with desire, secrets explode into the open. And The Bold and the Beautiful once again proves that in Los Angeles, love is never simple, loyalty is always conditional, and the heart is forever caught between passion and deception.